y'all, and welcome back to another fan mini episode of Catch That, where we get to know our friends and family through their favorite R&B songs. I am Naturally Elise, and that is my brother.
They are.
And we are the R&B representatives. And today we are welcoming back my other brother, the good Mr. Vernell, but we call him Neltron, our good brother from Louisiana. And he just has such beautiful opinions and analysis of music, and he just really sits with music. So we really love to talk to him and see what song is bubbling in his mind. So how about you tell us what song you picked to talk about?
Peace, y'all. Peace, JR. Peace, Elise. I picked Eric Benet's Pretty Baby.
Woo! And do you remember hearing it for the first time or hearing the Hurricane album for the first time?
Yeah, it was actually the single. I was overseas at the time, and this other music head, he just tapped me on the shoulder. Was like, "Yo, you heard the new Eric Benet single?" And I'm like, "Nah." So he played it, and I was like, he strikes again. The unsung hero, Mr. Benet. The song is just a shout out to the women, beautiful Black women out here, and the music, the lyrics, the engineering, the production. It just was a song that it's ageless. It's an ageless song too. It doesn't feel like it was made back in 2004. So that's the main reason why I chose it. Such a beautiful song.
So can I tell y'all something funny about this song?
Was it?
So when I heard it the first time, I initially loved it. But then over time I listened to it and something had irked me about the song. But then so I was just like, eh. But then I thought about it further and I was like, no, I love this song. It's one of my just favorite songs of all time. What up, G? That's me and my homeboy G. That's like our
Peace, G.
Me and G have two songs that we both really love. One is Everything I Miss at Home with Sherelle featuring and this song. Wow. And it was so random how we figured out like it was playing on something and we just like started going in and we talked for hours about this song. So I'm excited to dig into it. But for like 2 seconds, I did not like this song. Not sonically, but I didn't like the lyrics. But then I had to listen to it again with different ears. No, he's spitting. So.
Yeah, I just heard it on PLS when I heard it because it was the single. So when I heard it, I was like, yo, like instrument wise, the guitar gets you on this. Like it's I think it's like 3 guitar people on this record. Like, because you got the solo that was done, then you got the regular guitar that's being played, and then another guitar is in here. So the guitar is really, and obviously this is a song where, like Neltron said, the lyrically is what really captivates the song for real. So a guitar to me is an instrument that I feel like a singer really, really needs if they want their song, their lyrics to really come across. That's why when you hear like people doing acoustic versions, you have that guitar behind you, you can really hear what they saying. And like Neltron was saying, this song is about Black women to me. Like you can play this for Black women and kind of see what kind of they going through to me. Because you know at the part where he said, I can feel your emptiness. I can see it behind your eyes. To me, I'm like, and you're just waiting, what did he say? Just waiting for the one who understands. I feel like a lot of Black women do go through that.
Yes,
right. Can I tell you the part of the lyrics, the ones that lost me for 2 seconds? Because I kind of didn't take it right. Hold on, I'm gonna read it. I want to be very precise. And I know for a fact it's a part that you like.
Okay.
I don't want to be wrong. At the end when you're saying, don't miss your opportunity, show a little self-esteem. I didn't like it because there's a reason. I was like, why the fuck is he preaching at me? What the fuck you talking about my self-esteem? Like, fuck you, nigga. Like, nah. But then, in the context, Yeah, I love how I act like this. But in the context
Yeah.
of everything that happened before in this song, it made I was like, no, it's not coming from a preachy place or, you know, a judgy place. Because he's talking about you're so beautiful, like know your worth.
Right.
And so I thought in that context, I was like, wait,
Right.
you make me show some self-esteem. You show some self-esteem, little bitch. Like, you know, like, that's not what he was trying to do.
Right.
But at first, that's how it kind of hit
came
me.
off.
It came off like that.
And it's like in the end, and it's like an ad lib. So it's just like,
is it the way he said it that pissed you off? Like, don't miss your opportunity. Yeah.
Oh,
Like he's walking out the grocery store and you sitting on a corner asking for money.
Yeah.
Nah,
Right. And it makes sense because he even did before then. That's why you kind of, like Elise said, she had to realize what the context was because she clearly, as y'all can see, went the fuck up on Eric Benét. Like she just based on this dude. Like,
yeah.
like she just went off on him.
Straight bullets for Benét.
Like straight bullets. And he probably like, no, baby, I'm trying to tell you, like, love yourself. You know what I mean? But Elise took it like, no, bitch. Like, what the
He was actually telling her, like, stop messing with these dusty dudes. These bums.
That's what right.
Don't let them drive your car while you at work.
That part.
Jody.
So you know what this song low key is? It's low key a Dirty Mac. Like low key, but it is.
So it's kind of like Joe's.
It's not on Joe's level.
It's not on Joe's.
No, it's not in that way. And I don't think it's malice with it.
Nah.
I think Joe is a little bad. It's like, I'm gonna do all the things your man can't do. Nah.
Right.
But it's more subtle. And one thing, if you're gonna preach to someone if you're talking to your friends and you're telling them something deep, you know what you have to keep affirming them while you're like, if I'm like, now JR, you know better, you should have did this. If I'm just coming with that, he's not gonna receive it. But if I'm like, yo, JR, you one of the smartest, dopest dudes I know, you're amazing. See how it softens it for that? And then you can't receive it. Cause like, oh yeah, I am great. I am dope.
Right.
I didn't know every person that played on every record. I was a shit.
Right. That's how I do my kids. That's how I could bark on them. But if I'm like, look, man, I know you're having fun with your friends, but I need you to go put your bike inside or pick up your stuff around your house.
Right.
You're doing good, man. But you know, I need you to go make that bed, bro.
You see what I'm saying? Y'all doing it as nice. My mother wasn't just as nice. Nigga, go make your motherfucking bed if I whip your ass.
Most of our mothers wasn't on. So can you go? No.
Do you think that my upbringing was any different?
My mama wasn't different
absolutely
either.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
We all got barked on.
But see, the problem is we don't want to be like we were, like our parents were.
Right.
It's like we try to be a little bit softer. You know what I mean? A little bit. You know what
understanding. I don't want to even call it soft.
Right.
I want the understanding that they're little humans too. You know.
Right. Right. Our parents was like, no, fuck that.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Had to. It's a different time.
Yeah.
Single mothers.
You know, 70s and 80s was a different time.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We had to be hard.
Yeah.
That's why these kids can't now. That's why these kids, they can't really deal with the world as it is.
They can't. Because they just had a young man kill himself because his girl cheated on him. I'm like, fam, these kids are just, I hate to say this, but they're a little, like you said, we had to be harder. Yeah. You got your heart broke, you kept it pushing. Yeah. These kids get their heart broken, get bullied on the internet, and I don't understand, man.
That's why the self-esteem is very low. And again, you need a song like this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's timeless, that you can listen to this lyrically.
I think what happens is we were raised a certain way and it really damaged us. And then we overcorrect for it and we go too soft. And what it is that balance. Like I said, I'm telling you what you need to do, but I'm affirming you at the same time.
Yes.
But either of those by themselves, it don't work. What my parents and them did, that didn't work. But if she'd have been completely soft and just like, oh, you're the greatest, that would have been bad too. It's the balance. It's the middle.
Right.
So we overcorrect because a lot of us were traumatized.
Yeah.
So we're like, I don't want my kid to feel like that.
Right. So right.
But you can't go too far the other way.
Right. It's a healthy, delicate.
It's a line. It's a line. Yeah.
And so I think that's what happened. We were so traumatized that, well, a lot of us were so traumatized that we was like, oh, we got to do completely soft, for lack of a better word, on our kids. Or people that look up to us or whatever.
Right.
And we kind of went too far that way.
Yeah.
We needed to come.
That's what we're striving for, that balance, man. We just need that, especially in today's music. But speaking of balance, this Pretty Baby is a well-balanced song. It has it has the appetizer, it has the salad, it has the entree, and it has the dessert. It's everything you need for a substantial meal.
Yes.
That's what Eric Benét does, though, with most of his singles. He's like, you don't leave his songs on an empty stomach. You're fed. Your soul is fed with his songs. So
that's very true.
Femininity, his songs on A Day in a Life.
That's kind of what everybody knows. So
yeah, his first single, yeah. So
you right. You absolutely right with that. With this song, I think it's just balanced musically too.
Yes,
because then you get the music in this too. You know what I mean? And it like you brought up femininity. For me, when this record first comes on, and I start humming that, I feel like the melody is kind of close, and I'll be like, like I start doing that, and it's a lot in this song musically that could be done because musically he brought out the Isleys with "Groove with You." Like at the 3:45, that's how much I love this song. Look, when I can tell you the timestamps, I love a record. And this does this, and he comes in with the Groove with You, which gives you a feeling of a type of Isley Brothers type of record. Like I can play Hello, It's Me after this. Or I can play Sensuality after this. Like it has that feeling, yo. And we all know when it comes to the Isley Brothers, they are very musical. Like their musicality is through the roof. And this song gives you that. And I was just like, he's awesome. Like it's so awesome. Balanced lyrically, like you said, lyrically, musically, all that shit. Like, oh, what a song. What a damn song.
Bridge, man. When he gets to the bridge.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Don't let them inside while your heart's still crying. Show love to yourself. Show love to yourself. Show love to yourself.
That's what he's trying to let you know.
The ad libs. His ad libs, his stacks. Yeah.
Where you'll find me.
In the line. Then the guitar comes in, man.
That guitar solo, what? Yeah. And then after that, that's when he goes into the Isley Groove with You. So I was like, oh, this can't get no better than this. It can't get no better. But that part right there is like Elise said. Is like
why?
Yes.
Sorry. Like this is.
And then when they saying that part, Elise and JR, when they saying ooh, 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 and then they keep going higher.
Yes.
Go higher.
Oh.
Listen.
Then that organ, see when that organ comes in, that's when I jump out the window. You know I be jumping out the windows on parts, man. When that organ come out, I'm out. That organ kills it, man. Because it's church. That's the church element of it.
That part. That's what I was just about to say. That's church. That's when the church comes in. He gave it a little bit of church feeling. That's why I was like, everybody can love something about this song. If you like lyrics, you got it there. If you want the musicality of it, you got it there. If you want the singing, you got it there. Like there's nothing like wrong with this song at all. Like for real.
Eric Benét, he always sings down. I ain't never heard him sound bad on the record. But what he doing on this song is special. Like the vocal things that he's doing. And he's also doing a very you know, like his contemporary Maxwell, where he give you the high and then go directly into like a low note, and they both sound just as good.
Yeah. Because he got a live performance on there that he did like 2 years ago on YouTube. And if you're in there, like I've never been to Eric Benét show, and they say literally he is so interested on the musicians. He want them to be with him. So it's like he's the type that look like just go wherever I'm going, come with me. And he's there. And that performance, I was just sitting there like, God damn, like what are you, there ain't nothing bad with this. Like, you know what I'm but going back to what Elise was saying about kind of like the Joe-ish of this song, he talking his shit. He like sitting there talking about, yeah, girl, don't you lie to yourself, yo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like don't let him inside your heart while you keep crying. I'm here for you, girl. Like, that's he nagging.
This guy ain't worth it.
Oh, this guy, a slightly pimpish line. He said, discover your light where you'll find me.
That's the part I was waiting for. Thank you for singing it, because I wasn't going to do it. That's what it said. He's like, right. He's giving you all that. Then he was like, but you'll find me there, though. I'm there. I'm there. He ain't the nigga, but I'm there. Right. He like, God, that's him. He like, yo.
And you know what? I excuse it because, and what I also had to think about is, he not talking to someone he just okay about, or you know, somebody average looking, or you know, that he's averagely attracted to. No, this is someone he's like, you're brilliant and you're beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He calling you pretty the whole song. You know, he even said discover your light and da 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 da. So this is someone he's really digging. So you like, yo, like really fuck all that and let me like really show you how you deserve, because you're amazing, you're beautiful, you're brilliant. Just give me a chance to like show, you know, find your light so we can see some shit together. You know what I'm saying?
And then I'm gonna let you be you. I'm gonna let you, as long as you love yourself. That's what I'm getting from. Long as you love yourself, then you can obviously love somebody else. You know what I mean? So I think that's what he's saying. Like Neltron said in the beginning, don't get with no ain't shit dude. This dude ain't right for you. So go about your business. You know what I mean? So and then we don't got a lot of songs like that today either. So
it seems like he might have been real good friends with her. Like
maybe
they worked together, and she told him like, "Yo, I started dating this guy, and he didn't want to pay for the bill, or I had to go pick him up." And he's tired of hearing that. Like, yo, just you my girl, you're beautiful, you're smart. Why don't we try? You know, give it a chance. Give me a chance. You know,
right? Or maybe
I'm not going to try to mold you, and on some, you know, I'm your daddy or I'm the breadwinner, but you're an intelligent, smart young lady. You have this gift. I think you should start trying to focus on that, you know. And at the same time, we could get to know one another.
Or maybe he was in the trenches. I mean, maybe he was there in the back before and just seeing her keep going with these ain't shit dudes. Yeah. And he finally like, I'm right here. Like, hello. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hello, pick me. I'm here. Like, you keep going with these other.
I'm sorry.
No.
He said, though I'm nothing like the rest, I'm invisible because you're blind.
That part right there was like, yo.
Jaded and blinded to a chance. So take a chance with me.
I've been here. You ain't been seeing me. You know what I mean? You're invisible because you're
we silly. We silly.
I hate it here, but I love it here, but I still hate it here. But I was like, That I just feel like he's been around and he's just like, yo, pick me. I know you. I'm gonna let you be you. You gonna love yourself. Where's your self-esteem? All this kind of stuff. So I'm like, he not no pimping, but he like, girl, pick me. I got you. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing song, y'all. Yeah.
What a song.
Yes. And, what's his name? Randy Bolin. That's his name. Yeah, Randy Bolin that played the guitar on it. He played on Step. He played on no, the solo is by Spanky. Oh, I know that.
Oh,
that's by
Spanky.
That's by Eddie Spanky.
Yeah,
that
Spanky.
he did Kissing You by Total.
Yeah. Spanky's a beast.
He's a beast. What? Yeah. But the one that played on just the guitar throughout the whole song, except the solo, he played on Stephanie Mills's I Feel Good All Over and Mickey Howard's Love Over New Management. Under new management. I was like, duh, it makes sense.
Man,
like, I was like,
those songs hit me right in the chest, like, oh wow, that makes a lot of sense.
A lot of sense. When I was like, what?
Wow.
I was like, it makes perfect sense.
Perfect
sense. Yeah. You know what I mean? So yeah. I had to get that in because I was like, when I saw that name, I said, no, wait a minute. I was like, Stephanie Mills. And I was like, I didn't know what song it was, to be honest with you. Then when I saw it was, I Feel Good All Over. I was like, he had to play on Mickey's Love Under New Management. Because I got to play them two songs back to back. Because they ain't nothing but fucking choirs. When background vocalists used to be choirs, people. They used to sound like choirs back then. I don't know what we getting now.
What's that other song with the choir?
Which one?
I Can't Get Over My Horse. You are the one that made me feel so real. Ooh, what am I supposed to?
Oh, you talking about Jocelyn Brown?
With the choir.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
What am I supposed
to do? Yeah, we had
the
choir.
Made me feel so real.
Yeah.
And that's it. And they sounded like a choir, but it's a petty ass song.
Oh yeah.
That's a pet. Oh yeah. When me and Elise had to play, that was one of the songs we definitely had to play on our petty list. When we did our petty episode. That's so bad. Why our first radio show had to be about shadiness? That's terrible. All right, now, Charles, you better watch it.
Our first live. Well, no, that was about dramatic.
Yeah, our first live was dramatics, yeah. But our first radio show was about petty ass songs.
I ain't saying nothing.
No need. No thank you. We don't need the ad libs. No thank you. Eric didn't need it on these either, so we good.
Oh man.
Sometimes I listen because this song is sonically. Oh! Before I even go there,
yeah.
Another thing I like about this song, or the thing me and Jay I love, is it's moments where it's just the beat riding. It ain't no singing, no nothing. It's just the beat, the instrument. It's just floating because you already in there, so you ain't got to force it. So you floating, and then you come back into the singing. You don't feel like you missed something because you was grooving for a second.
They don't let the beat ride no more, yo. That's what we be missing. Everything is so.
Second, it's so dense. And listen.
Right. Let the listener kind of float with you. You know what I mean? Now everything is so busy.
Trust them.
Yeah.
Trust them. That's right. Trust
your fans. Trust your listeners.
Oh man, the breathing, letting the beat breathe, man, is so. It don't seem like that much, but it's so needed. Man.
It makes it makes a record. Like my fave did it, and Be Happy. She said, "Let it breathe."
Yeah, let it breathe.
Yes, and you do, and I wish they did that now, but songs are so. Yeah.
And when we say that, we're not saying it doesn't exist. We're just, kind of in the mainstream and with a lot of the younger artists.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it depends on the producer of the record too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then it's like a lot of these mainstream production people are their production is so busy. You be like, ugh.
A lot of them aren't musicians. They're just very techie people.
If we want to be real, it started with
how to
Swiss
match
Beats.
the buttons, which button knob to turn.
That part, JR. That I cannot. I'm not gonna say it on this platform.
But it's just the truth. Yeah. The busyness started with
easy.
him.
He made it too easy for. I don't want nothing easy. If it's easy, it's not worth it.
That part.
You can tell the musicians on Pretty Baby study music. They've been playing music probably since they was in the church as a little boy or girl, and they know about just letting the beat breathe, letting building up on it, not just putting something out there. That's work, man. The process. I don't think a lot of these new people just do the process. You know,
they not understanding that. Shout out to We Sound Crazy when SWV was on there, and Coco was talking about a part where she was with these new producers, and she was like, "Yo, she was so used to doing like 100 takes just over one line." You know what I mean? Like doing 100 takes over and over, and eventually, these producers would be like, "No, we got it." And she like, "Huh?" But she was like, "These artists don't understand the grind and understand just for one word, you had to say that shit over 100 times to get the shit right." And then like Coco was like, "Take that auto tune off." Like you said, a lot came easy. And shout out to G, who loves this record. Technology did help that actually. You know what I mean? Because before then, everything was analog. It was no digital. There was none of that. So you had to redo that take. You had to do the whole thing. You know what I mean? Now it's like, all right, I'll take that. Cool. Take that out. Use Pro Tools for this. Put that in it.
Y'all know
like that's why everybody can be a producer.
Y'all know the story with Stevie, how the living in the city, how they got him to get so angry.
Yes.
And that part in itself, to get your artist in the mind frame to be like, okay, I'm gonna sing it like this because you didn't piss me off and I'm tired of doing the 60th take on this line. So that part of the process.
Like, Case, I can't sing no more.
Right.
right.
Yeah, right. Man. You gotta push your artists.
And yes, you had to. And most of the time, which is so crazy, the producers would take the first take. They would take the first take, but make you do it over and over and over and over and over and over. And then you listen to it, you be like, was that the first take? Yeah. You motherfucker. Like, you literally have you do all these things.
And you know what? And I'm not even downing technology, because there's a lot of dope things that people have been able to do, and the people that do stacking right and all of that, that is possible. A lot of that is possible because of the technology. And I think some dope things have come out of it. I think some very dope hip hop things have come out of it. Like, I'm not downing it. People are just, in my opinion, overusing it or misusing it, and skipping the step of learning about chords and about progressions and about tempo and those things. And it's important. I mean, because yes, this Eric Benét song is great, but it wouldn't be great as it was without an engineer.
Facts.
No, let's turn this up, bring that. Like, no, it's very important. Not negating any of that, but I think people aren't using it for the right reason. They're using it to speed. But that's the way we live, and everything has to be fast. You can't get it overnight. They're like,
I'd rather you slow cook my meal. I don't want no fast food that's been sitting under the lamp.
You got the crock pot, my G.
Yeah, I want make that roux.
A big heavy ass pot, yo.
Yeah.
That your grandma had for 30 years, and it's still great.
My grandma
good
still
as
got
a bitch.
A Magnolite pot under their kitchen.
Listen here.
It looked like shit on the outside, but it's the best thing in your house. It looked like shit.
Yeah.
It ain't pretty.
Right.
Pot all burnt and all black and all that. All black and all that.
The seasons.
Season.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That part.
Yeah.
But thank you, Neltron.
Always. Thank you.
I love where we went. I love this.
Yeah, we stayed going all over the places.
I just want y'all to know we like talked for a whole hour before we even start recording.
Right. So we just brought it into the episode.
Yeah. Like talk about any and everything.
That's right.
As we do. And probably be on here another half hour afterwards, and that's all right.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So take a chance with me. Okay. But this song has I now going back into the song. This just has so many different little moments of things. Oh,
I didn't realize what you meant by the groove with you, and when he did the ooh, 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 I'm like,
oh, yeah.
I didn't catch that.
He made it so much of his own that at first you're not even thinking about it. You're like, oh shit, that's damn.
I didn't think about that, man.
But he made it his own.
Yeah, that's what good
and
artists
that progression. That's the difference between that and the Isley is he kept going up in intensity. It was that progression is what made it special, made it unique for him.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Facts.
Yeah. But yes. Neltron.
Yes.
If people like to find you and you like to be found, where can they find you at?
I'm not hard to find. I'm on IG and Twitter at Neltron 8000. Yep.
Very good, brother. We thank you again for kicking it with us. You know we love you, boy.
I love y'all. Thank y'all for always having an open door for me to talk what we love, talk about what we love. So I appreciate y'all so much.
Yeah. Anyway, Neltron always have a place in my heart because he came on here and talked about motherfucking embryo. Y'all know how I feel about that.
Oh yes, yeah.
If you ain't never do nothing else nice again, it would be all right.
Yeah, he started. Come on,
I still gotta cook for you though. At least I still gotta cook for you,
y'all, and it's good. It's so good.
I love to eat. Can't y'all tell?
I don't know what I'm gonna do with y'all. My bro and my sister, my siblings from other worlds.
Yes. Oh Lord.
Yes. And we thank all of our viewers always for kicking it with us. Live chat. What up, y'all? And yeah, just tell your folks about us. I'm sure if you're here, you probably already subscribed. So just tell a friend or 2 or 12 about us. Word of mouth is the best anyway. Like
share it, fools.
Yeah. Did you know in the world, I said this before, that you could like actually like just talk to people like in person, like you could touch them on the shoulder.
I didn't know that.
Did y'all know that?
No, I didn't. I did not know that.
I almost forgot.
I thought I thought this was it.
No.
Oh my God, you can really talk to somebody?
You can look in their eyeballs. You can look and talk to them face to face.
God, I did not know that.
Tell them they got something in their nose or something in their teeth.
Real.
Wow.
You learn something new every day.
Yeah.
We forgot how to be social, man. With social media.
You know what I want y'all to do? Tell your friends and tell them to take a chance with me.
Oh, that was a good one.
But yeah. Like, subscribe, share, all that stuff, all that, whatever. But most of all, we just want y'all to enjoy us and when we talk about songs, if you're not familiar with them, go check it out. Or if you ain't visited in a while, go back, listen to it again. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I do that all the time. I go back and listen to shit from 20 years ago. I'm like, I used to really like this when I was in college. Figure out why. Or let's see if I get that feeling of being that age again. You know what I'm saying? It's cool.
That part.
Music is an experience, you know?
Yes.
It does not expire.
No.
And don't. But we will catch y'all on the next Catch That.
Hey.
Hey y'all, and welcome back to another fan mini episode of Catch That, where we get to know our friends through some of their favorite songs. I am naturally Elise, and that is my brother.
They are.
And we are the R&B representatives. And today, we are welcoming back someone who don't really need no introduction at this point. Another one of our young soul kings, and that is the good brother, Jay. Hey, baby.
Hey, how you doing, Elise?
Good. That's one of Auntie's babies right there.
And I love her for it. How you doing, Jay?
What's going on? What's going on?
Yeah. So we're gonna skip all the formalities, whatever, because if they don't know you by now, they will never ever know you. But they should. So we're gonna jump right into it, Jay. What song did you pick for us to talk about today? And do you remember hearing it for the first time?
Well, the song I picked today is one of my favorite songs ever. That's Morris Day, Fishnet, Black Pen and Hose.
Big legs.
Woo! And the first time I heard this song, it's a long drawn out story. So sit back, everybody watching, grab some popcorn, grab you a drink. I got a nice story to tell. So freshman year of high school. Yeah, freshman year of high school. I'm in my library on my lunch break. Only because I think at that time, my friends, we had different lunch periods and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, might as well be in the library this day. And word of advice, anybody who's in high school or middle school that's watching this, if you're like me and you don't like doing homework, do your homework while you're in school. You have less work to do when you get home. That's just if you like me. If you're crazy and you like doing homework at home, then don't listen. But I was one of them kids that would always do my homework sometime in school, whether it be in the library or the cafeteria or whatever. So I'm in the library and I got headphones on, or earbuds rather. And I'm on YouTube and I'm watching Snoop Dogg and his GGN channel.
You son of a gun. I freaking knew it. I knew it. But go ahead. I knew it.
And this particular day, he had Jamie Foxx on it, aka it's your host with the most, Nemo host. And in the beginning of it or whatever, I think Jamie, he had a joke and he was like, yo, I got these new fishnet condoms I want to produce. This nigga Snoop was like, oh, so they start breaking out in the fishnet black pantyhose. And I was like, at the time, now I'm doing homework and I'm hearing it. So I'm like, that sounds kind of dope. Now, I didn't know this was a real song at the time. So I thought they just made it up off the cuff. So I'm like, and I'm one of them weirdos that like will replay a part I like over and over and over and over again. So I keep replaying, like, that sounds good. So I put my pencil down. Let me just type it in. Fishnet black pantyhose. Sure enough, it came up. So now the video came up. Now the video, I think the video version is a little shorter than the actual version, like the studio version. So I just click on it, and then again, I got my pen, I'm doing my homework, math homework. So we're doing this algebra or whatever, and I'm playing it. So, and it starts. I grabbed my phone and said, what the fuck? Nah. So I replayed that over and over and over again, just to make sure I heard it correctly, because the horns is what grabbed me. So I said, okay, let me just write some bullshit down. We'll go over it in the class tomorrow. So now I got to really focus in, and now I got to listen to what I just heard. And from that moment on, I love that song. The whole day I was singing the hook the whole way through. Fishnet, black pantyhose. Now, let me put a caveat out there. I'm in the library. I said all that stuff in my head. Okay, I'm still abiding by the rules of the library. But from that point on, that was my shit. And I didn't really look into Morris Day even after that, because when I get stuck on a song, I get stuck. I'm saying it stays here, it's on repeat forever. So from that point on, years later, I found out Morris Day, he's attached to Prince. and like they from Minnesota. They went to, I think it was high school, and then Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. I found out they produced that song way after, and that blew my mind at the time. And what else? Yeah, that's just my introduction. That was my introduction to Morris Day, and from that point on, the time and all his other work. So that's how I knew about the song.
You know what's crazy too? When you said it, and I went on the YouTube, and you had so many people that said Jamie Foxx and Snoop Dogg brought me here.
Yeah.
So I was like, what? You know what I'm saying? Because this is a big record for Morris Day. You know what I mean? This is his biggest song. You know what I mean? As commercial wise. I mean, yeah, because everybody know Jungle Love, but this is his like biggest commercial single. You know what I mean? So when I saw it, I was like, damn, okay. So everybody saw that Jamie and Snoop did it. So when you said it, I was like, oh my God, he wanted them too. I was like, all right, I got it. But when I first heard this song, the first thing I thought was the beginning sounds like Crucial by New Edition. Because I did not know Morris Day's. I did not know Fishnet at first. I knew New Edition's Crucial, and I knew, Jelly Bean did that. So I was like, did Jelly Bean do this? But then as the song progresses, I was like, this is giving me Alexander O'Neal's Hearsay. Like, this can fit on there. So I was like, is Jam and Lewis part of this too? Like, I was like, wait a minute. So then when I saw the credits, I said, Jam and Lewis did this? Wow. You know what I mean? Because again, I thought Jelly Bean did it, but also I was like, this sounds like a Prince record. You know what I mean? I was like, it sounds very Signs of the Time. This is 87. I'm like, this is Signs of the Time type of flavor. I even thought it was on the Batman joint. Because again, I did not know this song yet and realized a lot of this stuff later. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking, okay, it sounds like Crucial. So I was like, wait a minute, this sounds like Crucial. But wait a minute. After doing research people, Jay has said it because he does research, the Young Soul King, and he did research. This came out first. So I was like, oh, wow. Okay, wait a minute. So this came out first, and then Crucial came out, and then so I'm kind of connecting the dots, and I'm like, oh, Time is on this record. This is a Time joint. He got back with Time because that first album he did solo was all him. It was all him. He didn't have none of them. He did. So to look at this, and I was like, you got Terry Lewis on the bass. Hopefully we're right. Hey, Jimmy. You know what I mean? So then you got him on the bass. And
well, it's either bass or synth bass. We don't know.
Right.
Jimmy, we don't know.
We don't know. So we just, I'm just thinking that Terry's on the bass. You know what I mean? Then you got, a Jelly Bean on the guitar. You know what I mean? And a lot of people miss out on things with Jelly Bean because I feel like with the guitar, it makes it a lot more. It brings it in a lot more. And a lot of people kind of leave Jelly Bean out for real. And then you got Jimmy Jam on the keyboard and the synthesizers.
Yep.
And then you got all the guys like Jesse and Jerome. All them was on background. You know what I mean? So getting Time back together and getting this joint, like, it's a fun song. You can't, it's just fun. You know what I mean? Like, you just want to sing along to the joint. So when I first heard it, it was the music nerd in me was doing all of this. But then after I just kind of threw the music nerd to the side and was like, get into the song, JR. Just vibe to the record. It's a fun song. It's fun. So that was my first kind of, listen when I first heard it. But now it's just a fun record. Like, you want to sing along to the shit. So, yeah.
Yes. This is where I have to remember that I'm older than you, JR, because I'm like, How would he not know that Jimmy and Terry and Jellybean and all them folks? Because the time. But you wouldn't have known that because you were younger. But I always knew that because I knew the Time records and I knew Jimmy and Terry and that's what and all that. I knew all of the dots. But I forgot that you even said on the show before that your mom had to say, "Oh, Jimmy and Terry ain't just Janet."
Oh, now, you better.
I'm like, really, John? You didn't know that? I mean, I wouldn't say that about anybody else. But I'm like, JR? But age difference because the first time I heard this song was where? The radio.
Yeah.
Regular rotation of the radio.
Yeah.
Not no AC radio, just regular radio because it was 87.
Yeah.
I was old enough to hear a new song and knew it. Like I heard this song when it was new. And it was my fucking jam. And it also, my mama loved this song. Child, let this come on in the car, like me and her, because it's silly and, you know, it's an easy chorus to remember and it's fun. So that's one we would sing together and be silly. Which is why I like Morris Day just as an entity in the world, because he's hilarious.
Yeah.
I loved him, his little short little time he had a little sitcom for like 2 seconds. And I was all in. Because I like him so much.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's like one of my favorite performers. He performs to this day. Like same move. Like he ain't even moving slower. He ain't changing up. He's still singing the same. Singing in the same key. Wild dancing. Not many can say that. Giving a whole ass show. Like, if you knew nothing about Morris Day, the Time, Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis, any of that, and you just sight unseen went to a concert, you would have a fucking ball, white, black, young or old.
That's very true. Very true.
Like, so.
I'm glad you said that, though, sis. Like, oh my God, you really remember me saying that. Because my mom was like, yo, because again, me being such a big Janet fan, it was like Jimmy and Terry, it was that. It was just Janet and that's it. And my mother was like, hold up, stop. They're just not that. You know what I mean? So it was just like, come on. It's the SOS band. It's Alexander O'Neal. It's Morris Day. They were with the Time. It was like my homework had to come into play.
Human League, you know?
Yeah, Human League. Like my mom was like, it's just not Janet. Yeah, Janet gave them the exposure in mainstream that they needed, but they were way before then. You know what I mean? So I think also with this song, I think the label saw that because like me and Jay were saying before we got on here, Morris Day's first album was all him. It wasn't nobody. It was just him after leaving, you know, Prince and going off with the Time. It was like all him. So I think once Janet blew up with Control, it was like, they was like, look, Morris, you need to go with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis right now because they hot. You know what I mean? They are on fire right now. Like Control is doing what needs to be done. You know what I mean? So maybe you need to go with him. And obviously them being a part of Time, it was easy. You know what I mean? So they got 2 songs off of that Daydreamer album, if I'm not mistaken. What was the other song? Love is a Game, if I'm not mistaken. Love is a Game, and then they did Fishnet.
Yes, that's correct.
It is okay. All right, I want to be right. I don't want to be wrong. But they did 2 joints because I think that was just the label pushing it because they like, listen, we need. Warner Brothers is like, look, we need to make some money. Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis is hot. You know them. Go get a couple of joints from them, and they put this out, and it was a big record. You know what I mean? It was huge. The video had AJ Johnson in it. Hey, baby boy, shout out to her. You know what I mean? And it was just a fun record, I said. And then I always feel like he was representing for the big girls in this joint. You know what I mean? With Yes, like look at the big-legged woman, wondering what to do. You could do most anything. You know what I mean? Like it's just to me, and I saw this in a comment on YouTube, and I thought it was very funny. They said somebody said, "Listen, this song is great because when you look at the video, Time and Morris Day is representing for the dudes that just can only do a two-step." Right, like they are not gonna give you a whole 8 count or no to that shit. They just gonna stay level and you can catch on to them, and that's it. And
it's
Jerome
low impact.
Yes, that's it.
Well, no, but yeah, you get no 8 count, but Morris be jumping and doing all kinds of stuff now.
Yeah, you gonna have you sweating.
He do be wild. He do be wild sometimes, especially in his younger days, especially.
And then having Jerome coming in with him, bringing him the damn mirror, it works.
No. Yo, when I saw that video and they had mirrors on the shoes and they try to look up now mind you, this is at the time where it's like at the height of like censorship and shit like that, where you can't say nothing, you can't do nothing now without people coming at you. I was like, oh yeah, this isn't going on today. And this is, I'm not going to say how long ago this was because it's making me feel old. But I saw that. I went and asked my uncle and my father. I was like, yo, was dudes really doing that? Like had mirrors on it? It was like, yeah. My dad was like, I never did that shit. That shit was crazy. But yeah, dudes was doing that. I was like, wow.
On the shoes though. Like really on the shoes. But it makes sense for him, for Morris Day and the artist that he is. You know what I mean? It just it made sense. And that's why I'm like shocked, because obviously doing research, I was like, yo, this is his biggest song. Because I thought actually Jungle Love and Oak Tree was his biggest record. But to look at the chart wise, this song peaked at like 23 for him.
Yeah.
On pop. R&B was a big record. You know what I mean? We are the R&B representatives. So
41. 41 on pop.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
No, you're right. You're right. It was the 43 for the 41 for the year. You were absolutely correct.
Okay.
My bad.
Okay, so this was a big this biggest record.
23, like you said.
So he got to that pop lane, so he started getting that pop money. You know what I mean? And if you would have told me, I thought it would have been freaking Jungle Love, to be honest. But
12 on Dance.
People sleep because dance was a big thing for R&B artists as well.
Big time, big. Yeah.
That was a big yes. A lot of people skip it and think that dance wasn't a big deal for R&B artists. You know what I mean? Because we just did an episode, we talked about Tina Marie and I Need Your Lovin'. And that was a big dance record. So it was a big deal if our Black artists did really well on the dance. That was kind of their crossover before the pop charts. You know what I mean? So this being a big dance record for him, peaking at 23, that was a big joint for him. So you best believe the label probably was like, we need you to work with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis again. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got the machine behind him, behind them, because of Janet. You know what I mean? So I got to talk about Janet and even her, but
the horns on that record is what I love the most. And
talk about it. Do you go off?
Oh my God!
Go off!
Oh,
go off!
Don't. What the? Oh my God! I'll play that song. Right now. I might get a ticket on the highway.
It's just the fact that it's like so. Again, it gives you Prince vibes, but then after knowing that it's Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, you know it's them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's just so like 80s, late 80s. It's just that. And it feels so good. It's great to sing along to. loved, because I saw a couple of performances of him doing live on YouTube, but my mom actually went to a Morris Day concert back in 2002, 2003. And she was like y'all, like Morris Day at a concert, you will sweat because you're not sitting down at all.
Yeah.
At all. And she was like, he did do Fishnet. And she was so shocked because, again, Morris Day is kind of for us. He's us. You know what I mean? But she was like, just to see different nationalities like grooving to it and loving it just like us, she was just like, wow. Like, it was just, it kind of reminded her what music can really do. You think that a song is not big, but just to see, you know, other nationalities singing it along with you, and you not, and she's just like, wow, it was a big thing for her. So she was like, if you go to a Morris Day concert, like Elise said, and like you said, Jay, you gonna sweat because you ain't sitting down at all. At all. You saw the clip with the Big Daddy Kane up that mug.
Yeah.
He was up there with them, you know, rocking with them. You know what I mean? So, yes. You know what I mean? So I would love to go to that, you know, but it's just so sad to see. I would have loved to see Prince and all of them together on the stage performing together. Just Prince and Time. That would have been life, just to see all of them on stage together. And they each it would have been so ill to see each of them perform each other's songs. And like Prince go do his shit, Time playing behind him. The Morris Day come up, do his shit, and Prince is playing with them. And then to have maybe, I'm not gonna say Janet because I'm petty. Who else is there? Oh, it's a New Edition. See New Edition go up there, and to see Jelly Bean up there with him and Jerome up there, like I would have wanted that. I would have wanted that, and to see all of them doing Fishnet, that would have been crazy for me. I'd have got complete life.
Yeah,
I would have probably passed out.
Yes,
that's how much I love Fishnet. And then when I found out what the time was, because again, Fishnet is my introduction to all of this. Like as far as Morris Day. Like that. So when I found out the time and songs like The Walk and 7779311, which even though that's like a sample with a Tupac record,
what's your phone number?
Which is my shit.
To get you.
I love
hip hop heads.
So yeah, funny story about that. I heard 7779311 just randomly. Yeah, just randomly on my phone or something like that. It just came on the shuffle. So when I first heard it, I was like, wait a minute. I heard that before. Like as far as the song, I'm like, oh, that's where this nigga sampled it from. And that's where he got the concept with your phone number. I was like, oh, okay. So now I like more days. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's your phone number? I'm very happy that you picked this. I'm such a Morris Day fan, such a Tom fan, obviously Jimmy and Terry fan, like all of that. So obviously Jelly Bean fan. So just everything the Tom put out, I just love. Like Cool is my shit. What's that?
Yes.
Cool. That is my shit. But yeah, I just love everything about them, but I've always just had a thing for Morris Day, like musically, and just the style, the coolness, the of being able to let yourself be silly and have fun, but yet make really amazing music and performances at the same time of doing
Period.
that. It's just so fun. It makes you happy. You put on any Time song, any Morris Day song, happy.
Mm-hmm.
I had an older lady look at me crazy. What you know about that, boy?
I know you get that a lot. I know you get that a lot. Please.
Yeah, but see, I'm not like a lot of other people. I embrace it. Like people get mad, be like, "What do you mean? What do I know about that?" Now, when it comes to hip hop, I get a little mad. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh yeah, you proved that on social media a lot, y'all.
I mean, shit, Jay, I get it. And I'm 44 years young, and I get that all the time. But maybe it's because I look good. But I mean, we talking about Morris Day. I'm taking on the cockiness, the persona.
You better.
Yeah. You know about that, boy.
You know?
You better.
I'm embracing it. But I still get that to this day. What you know about? They do that to me at work. What you know about that? I'm like, I made the playlist, dummy. That's what I know.
How you gonna ask me and I made the playlist? Catch it.
That's what it irks me. What you know about? And I know people are not saying it mean-spirited, but it's just a pet peeve thing.
Right.
They don't mean nothing. It's a joke. It's kind of an icebreaker, to be honest. But stop saying that, people.
See, don't say that to Elise. You can say that to me though, because I'm still at a place where it matters. Like I'm still in my 20s, so you can still say that. Once I start hitting, 35 and up, that's gonna have to stop. But yeah.
Why are you telling me I don't know about something at this big age? Even if I was around when I made it, I had plenty of years to figure it out by now.
Wait, Jay, Jay, you feel like 35 is old?
No. I'm saying once I get to that point, you can't tell me shit. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, all right. I'm just making sure. I'm about to be like, he calling us old, sis.
No. I would never.
Oh, I'm fabulous and seasoned.
Oh, I like that. I am seasoned.
Yeah.
I like that. I am seasoned. Salt, pepper, oregano, all of that.
You better know it, bro.
Hopefully, I get that. I'm still raw. I'm still, but
see, the music that you know is you a little seasoned, brother, because you see, we call you the little young soul king, like you and Kamani. Y'all mugs, y'all make us happy for real, because I'm telling you, it's like, ooh, it's a relief.
Speaking of which, shout out to my boy Kamani, because I found this out recently, and I didn't know, but we was talking about, what was it? Was it Ray Charles, Night and Day? And like, I think before that we had a conversation on some, like, how the hell am I forgetting? Al Green. And I was like, yo, that shit is so raw to me. Like, I love raw R&B. You know what I mean? Like that whole era of where, even in jazz too, where they performing, and like whether it be outside or they performing on like the back of a truck or a bus or some shit, and they got like the speaker plugged in, and just the way that sounds is so amazing. And he was like, yeah, I mess with it too. I was like, oh yeah, this is really, he was already my guy, but this is my guy for real. Cause I realized that about me recently. I like raw shit. I'm sorry, I just do. I like that grungy, hard. You can hear the squeaks in the floor in the studio. I like hearing that shit.
Clearly why he likes Fishnet, y'all.
just grimy.
Yeah.
Grimy.
Shifty, low down, gritty, and grimy.
Yes, that part.
Yeah. So you can see it through the music I listen to, even if I put it on Twitter. I didn't realize about this. Like, I knew the type of music I liked. I didn't know how to categorize it until like really 3 months ago.
That part.
That's why I have such a disconnect sometimes with other people on music. But it's cool. I invite it.
I understand that too, because I felt when I was your age, I felt, and I know JR too, he's thought about it too, where I felt disconnected from my peers as far as music, entertainment, even the way I spoke, like of reading, and they thought it was stupid and only did it for school. I'm like, no, it's fun. Like, it's fun listening to my mama's old records. It's fun reading books. That's dope to me. It's dope to figure out a new word and like blow your mind. Like, what the fuck that mean? Like, that's dope to me. Knowledge is dope.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll be using words and my homeboys be getting tight at me. Nigga, can you just talk normal, please?
Story of my life to this day. Even Jay be like, what you say about $5 words or something you said?
Yes. And then it's so crazy because me being around her, I'm starting to say a lot of big words, and my My mom be like, I know you ain't get that from Elise. I know you got that from her. I'm like, and you know it. Because again, it's like, yes, you love learning. Because I be like, Elise, girl, what that means? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I ain't scared to ask. If I don't know what a word means, I'm going to ask. Just like as far as music, if you don't know what it is, ask.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Wrong with that? Ask. You ain't got to be like, oh nah, I want to ask it out. Okay, I'm stupid. What does this song is? What is it? Like, you know what I mean? And that's just what it is. And I don't have a problem with it. Just like again with you and Kamani. Kamani be telling me some shit. I'll be like, well, damn, I didn't know that, or some shit that you post. I'll be like, well, damn, Jay, I didn't know that. Let me retweet and do my own research, okay? Like you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just, yeah, like, I don't have a problem because you're going to learn new things with music every time. If you're not learning anything new with music, then something is wrong, period.
Yeah. Period. You know what it is? People got egos about some of it, and having an ego is fine.
Yes.
But people place their egos on some of the most stupid, in some of the most stupid ways. It don't make sense to me. Like, older people will look down on people my age, like, oh, you wasn't there for this and that. Cool. I'm just asking you. Why you gotta come at me with all the nonsense? You know what I mean? But
that part.
But if I say something I'm wrong, and you know, like that, you gonna have people blocking you and all this stuff because you talk crazy back. That's an whole nother story. But yeah, I agree. I agree. Learning is fun for me, especially learning about music because I'm so passionate about it. So anytime I can learn something new, the better it is for me, because then I can pass that on to someone like my younger sister.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Like, she's the reason why, or she won't admit it, but I'm part of the reason, a little bit of the reason why she likes the R&B that she likes, just a little bit though. Yeah, just a little bit. She a Taurus like you, at least she won't admit it.
Oh yeah, you ain't gonna get that confession. Nah. Think you getting a confession from the Taurus? You wildin'. If they tell you, it's because they want to, not because of anything you did to influence them. Ask JR. Jay, but we started recording. Jay saw that at live in color.
In color, hello.
And too much sound. But anyway, I digress. On that note, my good young brother Jay, who I will never ask what you know about that, because more likely he probably know more than I do about something. So I will never say that to you. You can put me on too. At this big age. But yeah. Jay, how about you tell the folks where they can find you and see all your controversial opinions?
Hello.
Observations. I don't really be thinking they're controversial because most of the time, I would say 90% of the time, I agree with you. I don't always agree with the delivery, but I agree with the message. You know I'm gonna keep it a buck. But yeah.
Hey.
I'd be like Jay, I either be like, he right, or be like, yeah, he got a point.
Yeah.
You know Auntie Baby gonna rock with you now.
I don't throw away my nieces and nephews now. We gonna figure it out. I love my babies. I really do. Like, I'm being funny and joking, but I'm not.
Yes.
Yeah, how can folks find you though, baby?
Okay, so before I even put this out there, let me just say this again. If you go Twitter, J Baby is on Twitter. If you're gonna follow me, you're gonna have a good time. Now, at least it's a little right. My delivery may be a little crazy, but I got a point. Every time I say something, I got a point. Even when I'm joking, there's a point in the joke. But yeah, Twitter, J Baby is, I talk a lot of shit. It comes off crazy, but don't worry. I'm still learning. I'm still growing. So bear with me.
They say even when I'm wrong, I get my point across. Anyway. Real talk. Who's that, Jay? Yeah. Anyway. Thank you for hanging out with us. Always a blast.
Oh man. Anytime.
Yeah.
Sorry you had to see me being mean to JR before we got on, but
Oh no, I love
It's
it.
normal. You saw I just took it. I was like, okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be a memory that sticks here forever.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
We real around these pods. You know?
That
sometimes
part.
it's ugly, and sometimes it's really beautiful, like right now. So, we also thank all of you in the live chat and all our subscribers and all of that. Tell a friend, share, like the video. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Or, tell a couple people. Tell them to come on true down to the R&B reps. And we will catch y'all on the next Catch That.
Peace.
Big legs. Show.